Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Jordan and this is the Curls Do It Best channel where we talk all things beauty, motherhood, and life. Let's cue the intro. So this is just a little coffee chat with me, and this is obviously my first YouTube video. I'm so excited to be doing this. This is something that I've wanted to do for so long, and I'm finally just like, there's no time like the present, so let's get into it. I wanted to kind of use this first video to introduce myself, tell you guys a little bit about myself, and then also like why I'm really wanting to make a YouTube video and a YouTube channel, because honestly, I feel like so many times that I see people who are like starting YouTube, I feel like it's driven for all different types of reasons, and I'm not saying that any reason is bad, but I just want to share the reason that I want to do it. I am 24 years old. I will be 25 in a week and a half. I live in the North Alabama area. I have been here pretty much my entire life. I graduated from University of North Alabama with my bachelor's in human resource management in December of 2019. I then found out that I was pregnant 2 months later in February of 2020. And then me and my husband, we got married June 2020. So I was 6 months pregnant whenever I got married. And then I graduated with my master's of business administration in December of 2021. And then I had my daughter also in December of 2021. So obviously from 2020 to 2021, my life was a blur. Everything was coming at me very fast, but we've survived somehow, some way we've survived. So yes, I do have a son. His name is Judah. He was born September 2020. And then I have a daughter. Her name is Noelle. She was born December 2021. Both of them came to me as a complete shock. So that's something that's really, really important to me. And my journey is just, coming into motherhood, not necessarily prepared, and definitely, like I said, as a complete shock. I found out that I was pregnant 2 months outside of graduation and just 1 month before the whole world shut down. So my experience throughout pregnancy and motherhood has been very interesting and different than, most people might have imagined it to be. But nonetheless, we made it, we're here, we're alive, and, we're killing it, Like I said, I have been married to my husband since June of 2020. We actually had only dated like 6 months before I found out I was pregnant. So yeah, it's been great though, and hopefully one day I'll be able to introduce him as well. So let's get into why I'm wanting to start YouTube. Well, like I said, I went through pregnancy and motherhood at the height of the pandemic, and so I resorted to YouTube a ton to figure out things. What do I need? What is it like? What do I need to expect? And I had so many questions. And honestly, I felt like my experience, although I know it's not unique, I felt like it was unique. I did not see a ton of women who were going to be going back to work after having their baby. I did not see a ton of women who were young like me. I did not see a ton of women who were not necessarily trying for a baby. Like I said, I just feel like my experience was very different. I was young, I was not married, I was not trying for a baby, I had just graduated, I didn't really have my life. I had my life planned, but I wasn't really being able to execute it yet. And then, I'm looking at a pregnancy test like, holy crap, now what, And so I feel like whenever I was resorting to YouTube and seeing these things, I just wasn't really relating. And then also on top of that, I feel like being young and even being like a woman of color, I just didn't see a ton of representation. And that brings me to my next point. That's another thing that I've become really passionate about over the last, I would say, year, is just being able to be a representation. So growing up, my mom is white and she looks nothing like me. I mean, obviously, we just don't look anything alike. I'm biracial, so I'm half black, half white. And the most influential woman in my life did not look a thing like me, and she also did not understand me. She did not understand the trials that I was going through, the way that I felt like I couldn't fit in, and how I desperately, desperately wanted to. And that resorts so much to my hair. The way that I perceived myself because of my hair, the way that I tried to alter the way I looked because of my hair, so many things, and so much just harm came from the way that I viewed myself and the insecurity surrounding my hair. Once I had my daughter and I recognized the fact that not only does she look like me, but she has hair just like me and her dad, I did not want her to ever feel that way. So I was like, there's no way to cultivate confidence in her if I don't have confidence in myself. So that is something that I have been really passionate about over the last, I would say, 2 to 3 months, I've been very passionate about the fact like I need to learn to love myself so that I can have an overflow of love. I can pour it onto my daughter and my son, obviously, and let them grow up and, you know, have that instilled in themselves, because I overflowed with so much love that they have that for themselves. So because of that, I've been kind of going on a curly girl journey. I've been trying to, you know, find this self-love for myself, and also been trying to, you know, create these affirmations and, you know, give these affirmations to my children as well. But in this curly girl journey, I feel like it has been, you know, it's not linear by any means. My curly girl journey dates all the way back to 2012. I would say that's the first time that I really had to come terms with my curly hair. I had actually gotten a relaxer and it did not take. And I went back to the salon and she was like, as a beautician, I cannot give you another relaxer. Your hair will literally fall out. And at the time I was like, I don't know, maybe 13, 14. And I was like, I don't know what to do. And she was like, you're gonna have to wear your hair natural. And I was like, that's not an option. But it really was my only option. So I had to kind of come face to face with the fact that like, this is my real hair and this is what I have to do. And like, I am going to have to embrace it. I wear my hair up a lot. I wouldn't even say protective styles. It's just I wear my hair up a lot because I did not want to wear it down. It looked rough. I started wearing my hair curly more whenever I was in the 9th grade. But honestly, I feel like from 10th grade to 12th grade, I kind of like went back and forth. I think that's whenever I kind of become more aware of the fact that no one else looked like me. Like I said, I'm from North Alabama. You can imagine the diversity here is not a lot. And so I just kind of was like desperate to fit in, especially like being a cheerleader. I just wanted to have straight hair like all the other girls. I didn't want to draw attention to myself. And so like I just constantly was trying to hide myself. And it wasn't until honestly, like, you know, in between all of that time, I was wearing my hair curly sometimes. I might wear my hair curly for a month or 2 months, and then I'll go back to a 3-month streak of straightening my hair with no heat protectant because I was crazy. But it wasn't until 2020, whenever I had gotten married, that I was like, I can't do this, because I was pregnant and I had a really, really rough pregnancy with my son. And I was like, there's no way that I could keep up with having a wash day, blow drying my hair and straightening my hair every single week. Like that's, for me, that was about 3 hours that I had to allocate a day to do that. And when you have a newborn, at least for me, my son, he was very colicky, 3 hours that I could spend doing anything, sleeping, eating a hot meal, cleaning, anything, I did not want to spend doing my hair. So in June 2020, that was the last time that I straightened my hair. And I told myself if I could make it 1 year, I would reward myself with getting a curly cut. So I got a curly cut in July of 2021, and I also got highlights, and those highlights are still in there today. I don't know if you can tell, they're obviously very grown out. That's the last time I got highlights. But I wish that I had gotten a curly cut like when I decided I was gonna go curly, because she gave me so much volume and it just like recreated the whole way that I looked. I loved it. However, I was pregnant at the time with my daughter, and so whenever I was postpartum with my daughter, I suffered with extreme postpartum hair loss, and my hair was just going through it. And honestly, I would say probably for the last 8-ish months, my hair has really been going through it. It's not taking in the products that it used to as much. It's like striving to get some moisture. It's not really holding as much. So I've been kind of, like I said, going on this new curly girl journey of finding new products for myself, finding new products for my kids, trying to determine like what is best practice for my hair, because my hair needs different love than what I thought that it needed in 2020 or even in 2012. So that's really like why I wanted to create this channel. I wanted to take you guys along on that journey, share the things that I'm learning, give insight, give inspiration, and then also obviously take tips and inspiration as well. And also I just really wanted to create a community as well. I feel like being, I guess now almost in my mid-20s, I never really saw someone who was in my mid-20s who was working full-time, who was a mom, who, you know, had these passions and hobbies outside of motherhood. And for the longest, I felt bad about having, you know, any type of desire to do anything outside of motherhood. But then I recognized the fact that these things make me a better mother. And I want to show my kids, you know, how great it is to have a passion and a hobby as well. So yeah, that's really like why I'm wanting to create this channel, and that's why I'm very, very excited to bring you guys along on this journey. I really hope that I do create a community of women and of women of all stages of life. Like, you don't have to be a mother, you don't have to have curly hair, you don't have to even care about any of these things, but I just want to create this community of like fellowship and women, so that we could talk and, you know, exchange ideas, exchange inspiration. And, you know, I think that is where so much strength comes in humanity, but also like in femininity. Like, I think so many times I see other women as like an enemy rather than someone who is standing beside me and lifting me up and encouraging me. And that's what I want to be for other women, and that's what I hope I could create a community of just other women doing for others as well. But that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about what I'm hoping to create this channel for, and I really hope to be posting at least once a week, but I'm hoping to post like a coffee chat once a week, and then maybe like a tutorial, a hairstyle, something of that nature, also once a week. So hopefully I'll be posting twice a week, but we will see. I am a working mom, so like cut me some slack if that doesn't work out. But I am so excited, like I said, that you are here, and I can't wait to start this journey together. Bye.